My brother kicked me out over his wife's lies. Now they're homeless with kids, and I refuse to let them back in my life. When I was 22, I inherited our grandmother's house, a beautiful Victorian with enough space for my brother and his family to stay while they saved for their own place. They moved in with their 2 kids, promising it would only be temporary. Just 6 months, my brother assured me. We'll be out of your hair before you know it. His wife despised me from day one. She'd make snide comments about how I decorated, complained that I was too loud when I came home from my nursing shifts, and acted like I was invading her space, in my own house. She'd rearrange my kitchen without asking, throw away my mail claiming it was junk, and lecture me about proper household management while I was paying all the bills. The passive aggression escalated weekly. She'd use my expensive shampoo, then deny it when confronted. My leftovers would disappear from the fridge, and she'd claim she thought they were communal food. When I started labeling everything with my name, she complained to my brother that I was being petty and territorial. I tried talking to my brother about her behavior, but he always made excuses. She's stressed about money. She's not used to living with other people. You're being too sensitive. Every conversation ended with him defending her and dismissing my concerns. The worst part was how she treated the children around me. She'd pull them away when I tried to help with homework, claiming I was confusing them with different methods. When I offered to babysit so they could have date nights, she'd find reasons why that wouldn't work. You're too strict, she'd say. Or, they need consistency in their routine. Meanwhile, she had no problem leaving them with me when emergencies arose. When her daughter fell off her bike and needed stitches, I was the one who drove to the hospital because she was too panicked to function. When her son had a fever in the middle of the night, I was the one checking his temperature and administering medicine while she hyperventilated about calling 911. But the next day, she'd act like those moments never happened, like I was still the problematic sister-in-law who couldn't be trusted around children. The breaking point came 6 months later. I arrived home exhausted from a double shift to find her screaming at me in the hallway. She claimed I'd been stealing money from her purse and eating her food from the fridge. Both accusations were ridiculous. I made decent money and kept my own groceries clearly labeled. "You've been sneaking into our room," she shrieked, her face red with manufactured rage. "I know you took $40 from my wallet last Tuesday." I stared at her in disbelief. "I work 12-hour shifts. When exactly would I have time to rifle through your belongings? Don't lie to me," she spat. "I have proof." She pulled out her phone and showed me photos of her purse, claiming they demonstrated evidence of tampering. The images showed nothing but a normal wallet with normal wear. She pointed to creases in the leather as if they were smoking guns. "You moved my credit cards around," she insisted. "I always keep them in a specific order." My brother stood behind her, silent, as she launched into a tirade about how I was jealous of their family and trying to sabotage their marriage. When I tried to defend myself, she burst into tears and ran to their room, wailing about how she couldn't live in a house where she didn't feel safe. That night, my brother knocked on my door. His face was stone cold, a look I'd never seen directed at me before. "We need to talk," he said. He told me his wife had been documenting everything, times I allegedly took money, instances where I supposedly threatened her when he wasn't around, photos of missing food items. None of it was true, but he believed every word. She'd created a detailed log with dates, times, and descriptions of my supposed crimes. According to her records, I'd been stealing from them for months. Small amounts at first, $5 here, $10 there, then larger sums. She claimed I'd threatened to kick them out multiple